This is Chris Presents. I'm with archaeologist Tunçer. We're going to tour the Armenian church or monastery. And tell us more about the building, Tunçer, what we're looking at.
We are looking of the Armenian monastery. First, it was built in 14th century. It was a Gothic style building. Afterwards, the Armenians took this place. But when the Ottoman came, this place became a salt store. And the Armenians make a claim to Sultan Selim, Sultan Selim is the, what do you say?
The one in charge of the...
charge of the
Sultan, yeah.
Yes, and they claim that the army took our place, which we was using as a monastery and church.
What year was this?
It was 1571 it was. And Sultan Selim sent an order. If this place is belong to them, and if there isn't any mosque around, give this church to the Armenians back again when the salt finish in it. For this reason, from that time, they start to use this. The Armenians start to use this place. It is in Arab Ahmet Square, Arab Ahmet Quarter, and this is the road of Victoria. This is Victoria.
So this is Victoria Street.
That goes to Arab Ahmet. This part left goes to Pavos Gate.
And we're looking at the Catholic church here too.
We are looking for the Catholic church.
This is Victoria Street, the famous Victoria Street, where a lot of Armenians were living. And this is the Armenian church.
This is the Armenian church. The Americans restored it a few years ago, and now it is closed. Nobody is using.
Is this the area where they had the church opening?
Yes, the church opening.
Church is right there.
On your right side, and when this the restoration finished, the Armenians make praying in this place, but not now. But if they want, the Armenians want it, they can able to make praying inside.
So this is Victoria Street now.
This
we're looking at
Victoria Street, and the narrow roads which connect with this interesting historical
Yeah, let's
area.
walk down the Victoria Street a little bit. So this video is going to be about the Armenian church and monastery and Victoria Street. It's not going to be a long video like the other ones. It's going to be maybe
you are going to
a 10-minute video, and then we'll stop the video. Then we'll start another one and take some pictures. Tell us more about this street, sir. About the houses, or if you know who owned them, or if you have any historical information.
As you know that the mahallas which creating, first they built a church. Afterwards, when they built a church, all the houses start to be built around it. For this reason, when Ottoman came here, they have found Latin buildings, but afterwards they start to build their buildings here. But in 1980, 19th century and 20th century, the Armenians start to come from Anatolia. They start to live in this mahalla. For this reason, in those days, it was a rich. The Pashas was living in this. But when the Armenian comes, most of the houses were demolished. For this reason, the Armenians buy most of these houses and demolished all the old buildings, and they start to build this kind of buildings. The left side, there was a Armenian hotel on our
Which one?
left side. This one on left side. It was freestone building.
This one here?
Yes. And as they say that on the right side was a hotel as well. And this was the first, the left one, it was the first hotel. But afterwards it was demolished and this building was built in this place.
Do you know the name of this hotel? Or is it on the outside? Or
Correctly, I don't know, but we are saying an Armenian hotel, we are saying. But I think that there is another name of it.
this is Victoria Street. That's where all the Armenians that were here.
In the but late, before 1963, most of these houses were belong to Armenians.
Right. Okay.
Few buildings belong to Turk,
Uh-huh.
but all of them left their houses. Now some refugees are living in these houses. The Americans made a restoration, but the restoration is not whole building. They only restored the front of the houses and the roof of the houses, because if you don't restore the roofs in short time, they will collapse. For this reason now we need money for the restoration, because our government hasn't got enough money for the restoration.